Good morning and welcome to Friday Morning Qigong with Danielle and Steph. Great, let's do the shaking thing. Oh, it's so good to do that at least once or twice a day, wouldn't it? And as usual, just that sort of random, what feels good kind of shake. Got a wee bit of a glitchy hip. I'm doing something odd. I'm just going to give that a nice little shake. I can feel a bit of tightness in between my shoulder blades. How do I move to shake into that? It's always an interesting exploration. Oh, and I'm really going for what feels good this morning. Might not look that good, but it is all about how it feels. Oh. Something really nice about snaking through the spine like that. Hopefully you're just doing whatever feels good in your body right now and really looking for what feels good, what brings a sense of ease and freedom in your body. Just letting your body guide you. Great, let's come into a more traditional shaking movement, really grounding through the feet. Nice and light and springy through the whole body. It's that light sort of springiness that starts to energize, I feel. And get the burping going on. Light and springy. That sense of being light and springy also really engages the springiness of the connective tissue. This sort of recoiling thing that starts to happen. I think it's really good for the connective tissue, the ligaments and the tendons and all the fascia. Really feeling into the elasticity and the fluidity of all of that, and the lightness and the brightness. Let's really look for what feels good as we continue just for another minute or so. So there's parts of that that feel really nice. It's nice just to have a wee stretch through the neck, just allowing that shape to come up into the neck, just really gently though. Not trying to force anything, just with the opportunity to let things just loosen up a little bit. No straining. Just whatever feels really good. Spent the whole 45 minutes shaking. Quite happy with that. And just before we finish up, let's reconnect with that sense of springy elasticity right through the body. So let's gently bring that to a stop. Just the result of the shake there for a moment, feeling all that tingling and movement. And let's look for a feeling of vitality and lightness, tissues feeling energized. Nice. Let's come into some spine twisting, swinging. And really letting the arms be long and heavy and unemployed. So they're not creating the movement at all. The movement's coming from turning of the hips. Keeping the awareness in the hips. And keeping the awareness in the lower dantian energy center. Solid through the feet. And let's keep our eyes facing forward. Just very gently letting that twist go up the entire spine, up into the neck. And let's continue with the movement, but bringing our awareness up into the middle dantian heart center. So allowing the movement to come through that part of the body. Again, it's not the arms, just focusing awareness through that center of the upper torso. Just noticing how that changes the movement. And then we're going to have our awareness in the whole spine, twisting through the whole spine, twisting from the whole spine. Just notice how that changes the movement. Bring your awareness back down into pelvis, lower dantian, as we just very gently and slowly wind down the movement. Nice, let's come into standing again just for a moment. Practicing our aligned and well-grounded standing meditation posture, long spine. As we just notice all of the different sensations. Just for the next half a minute, if there is anywhere along your spine or along your body that is feeling a little bit tight, just taking the breath to that place, holding the intention of easing, surrendering, and using the breath to breathe into that place and releasing on the out breath. So we're going to give that a few breaths. Again, not forcing, just gently using intention and the release of the breath. Right, we're going to take the hands and we're going to give them a good rub. And placing them on the lower part of the rib cage and around the kidney area, and just standing and breathing in to the kidneys, breathing into the warmth of the hands, the energy of the hands, letting that just permeate into the kidneys. Nice, so let's do that one more time. So just invigorating the chi in the hands and the warmth. Into the knees again, breathing it in, just really allowing the invigorated chi and the warmth to be soaked up by the kidneys and the adrenals. Great, let's do that again. This time we're just going to bring that into the belly and around ovaries, reproductive organs, letting the warmth seep into all of that lower belly, breathing it in. Do that one more time. Again, bring it into the lower belly. Breathing in that warmth. Breathing the invigorated energy into the body. Allow the hands to be soft. And just gently letting that go. Let's make a loose fist and just start to tap up into the chest and back of the hand. Just as gently, or it feels quite full on for me, but it's feeling good. Just listening to what your system needs right now. Drop to the other side. Move both hands into the chest. And flanks the body into the belly. Buttocks. Up into the kidneys. Nice and gently. Into the quad, always feels good. The groin. And then we're just going to do down the outsides, up the insides. Down the back. Oops, up and down the back. And down the front. And I'm just sweeping. Right. Okay. Let's come into standing for a moment again. We've woken up lots of chi. So just having a moment to experience all of that. Really sinking into earth, sending down some roots into earth. Sinking the chi from the top of the head, all the way down through the torso, through the legs, into the feet and below. Softening knees, tucking in the sacrum, lengthening the spine, tucking in the chin. And let's bring in the elements. So soil, earth beneath our feet. So the body with water in front of us. Bring in a representation of wood to our right. Fire in behind us. A representation of metal to our left. So that can be crystal, rock, or metal. And sinking into all of that and inviting this interplay between the elements, inviting a balancing and a harmonizing of the elements. Harmonizing and balancing through the tissue field, muscles, tendons, ligaments, neurons, bones, marrow, surrendering, softening, allowing whatever change needs to be created, be created. Let's invite the elements to balance and harmonize through the fluid field. We are somewhere in the vicinity of 90% fluid. Fluid in the blood, fluid in and around the brain and spinal cord. Fluid in the bones. Fluid in the connective tissue. Fluid between each cell. Fluid in each cell. And let's invite the elements to harmonize our energy field. So the field that is within and external to the body that we inhabit. Energy in the meridian system. Energy in the nervous system. Energy in the deeper flows of the central channels, extraordinary vessels, As we stand for the last half a minute, letting your body really sink into earth whilst reaching up into the cosmos, inhabiting the space of being a conduit for the yin and yang flows. From this place, observing the stillness, sense of expansion, very gently just letting go of the posture, coming back into a little bit of movement. Let's take the hands so the palms look at one another. We're going to shift our weight to one side as the hands come up and down through the center, following a figure of 8. Hands moving around the figure of 8 while we shift from side to side in a constant flow. Continuing to move through the legs and through the hands as much as possible. Not always easy to get back. So, reaching for a sense of flow and ease, continual movement. And becoming aware of your breath, lengthening, slowing, calming the breath. Just however that works for you. There's no particular part of the movement that needs to be combined with the breath, but there is a sense of really slowing the breath, elongating without strain. This can start to feel like you're watching waves gently lapping onto the shore. There's a sense of flow. Waves come in, go out. Just allowing your hands to move in any way that makes the form feel flowing and easy. So however that means they move around figure of eight, and that might change each time. It's all good. It's just the sense of flow and ease that we're trying to, well, not trying because there's no effort, that we're inviting into our experience, letting it be really easy. You can bring a little bit of a twist to the torso if that feels good. That feels more easy and more flowy. And let's continue with exactly the same form, but just changing the awareness a little bit. So the center of the figure of eight is in the lower dantian. So each time the hands come back to the center, passing through lower dantian. Let your mind just rest in observation of the movement. It wanders off, just let it bring it back to the observation, to the curiosity. We're going to slide our awareness up into the earth center and the solar plexus, so that becomes the center of the figure of eight. Just nice and gently through here. Sliding awareness up, so the center is now in the center of the chest. If there's any tightness through the shoulder blades and between the shoulder blades, and it feels good, just imagining that the hands are moving through that part of the spine as well. Next time the hands come into the center, let's just pause there for a moment. Hands are going to face in to the center. Let's come into our aligned standing posture, sinking down into earth. Once again, inviting the elements to harmonize, to balance through the middle dantian, the organ structures, slide the hands down to the earth center, inviting, harmonizing, balancing. Sliding hands down to lower dantian, harmonizing, balancing. The arms completely relax, sinking further down into earth, reaching up into the cosmos. The last minute of being in this harmonized, energized space, inviting total balancing through the entire organism. Surrendering, opening, softening, allowing. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Very gently letting go of the posture, coming into some intentional movement and finishing the practice.